Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Roger Deering with Groovis Games Unlimited, or you can call me Groovis. And in this video series, we're going to start learning how to play Dungeon Crusade. And of course, this is going to be how to set up. So first thing we need, of course, is a nice spacious table to put our game board on. So I'm going to grab our game board, and I will be right back. Okay, as you see, we have our game board here set up, ready to go. And you want to have a little bit of space on the left side and the right side for the cards and the other various boards that we're going to be setting up. So as you see, we have our playing board in front of us. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to go get the doors. And when we come back, you're going to see all the doors are going to be set up. And I'm going to show you where to place those. So be right back. Okay, and we are back. As you can see, all of our dungeon doors are set up. And so you know, when you place your dungeon doors, on all of the chambers here, you're going to find a door with some little torches by it. And it's painted on there, of course, and you just set your doors right on top of those. Of course, all the chambers have them. And then all your doors are set up. Okay, we're going to break away, and we're going to set up our village board next. So, be right back. Okay, we're back, and you can see I placed my village board right to the right of the dungeon here. And like down below is where we're going to put some of the monster cards. But the village board works very good here. So this is where I recommend to put it. And so now we're going to move over to the mining deck, for where you're going to place your mining deck. Be right back. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is set up our mining deck, or decks rather. When you get Dungeon Crusade, there's going to be 120 mining cards. And what you're going to do is you're going to shuffle, and you're going to divide them into stacks of 30. So you're going to have 4 stacks of 30, and you're going to take these tokens here, to say mining site A, B, C, and D, and place them right above the decks. Okay? So then finally, what we're going to have to do is I'm going to shift the camera just a little bit. Hopefully you can see this. We're going to have these tokens here. There's 8 of them that say unexplored. On the back, there's 4 that say rocks, and the other 4 have the mining sites, A, B, C, and D. So what we're going to do, I'm going to break away and do this, is like right here where there's a yellow glowing pickaxe, there's 8 zones around the dungeon. We're going to shuffle these and place them on the 8 locations. That way, every time you play Dungeon Crusade, you'll never know where the mining sites are. You're going to have to scout them out every game to discover where the mining sites are. So I'm going to break away and set this up, and then when we come back, we're going to set up the blessing deck in the village. Be right back. Okay, we're over here at the village board, and as I said, we're going to set up our blessing deck. And what you do is you shuffle your blessing deck, and you're going to deal out 14 cards and put them right here in the village on blessing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to place the blessing cards right there. And while we're here, we're going to take all of our Celebration Day cards, put them above the village board, the secret room deck for when the heroes search for a secret room, put this up here, and then finally for crafting, when you get gems and minerals, we're going to take this deck and put it right above the village board. Lastly, right here is the heroes' special abilities. Here's all their special ability cards, and we place them right here, and it's right by the academy. Okay, we're going to break away, and we're going to bring the heroes now into the dungeon. Be right back with that. Okay, guys, we're back, and as I said, we brought the heroes out. Now, if you notice, this is called the siege tile right here. It's in the center of the dungeon, and there's a little white dotted line. The heroes, when you place them at the start of a game, must be within the white dotted line, going around. Next, as you know, you have a fetch hound, Albus. Now, Albus can be placed on any adjacent spot to any hero by the white dotted line. You know, if there's, of course, an object, like there's a fire pit there, you can't put him there. But any other space adjacent to the heroes, that's legal to place him there. Okay? So I'm gonna pause the video. I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you the hero cards and something called placement order. Be right back. Hey, guys, we are back with our hero cards. And, of course, we have all 6 heroes and Albus. And so let's start with when you put your clips on your card. If you notice, there's like a yellow number there with health. And, of course, there's one down by essence. That is their starting essence and their starting health. So you put your clips there. And now let me explain this. It's called placement order. When you are playing Dungeon Crusade, and I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to pick up the camera. This is called the placement order. Whether you're playing it solo and you're running it like this, or if, of course, you're going to be all around the table, when you put these cards down, it's important that you cannot move them out of this space here. Okay, so this would be placement order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this will make sense when we do some gameplay of Dungeon Crusade. And you're going to see that some of the encounter cards are going to call out some of these certain heroes. Okay, so that's why that is called placement order, and so those must stay in this order. Next up, we're going to grab the treasure cards and make our treasure deck. Be right back. Okay, guys, we are back, and we're going to make our treasure chest deck. So let me explain. You have 30 treasure cards here. There's 10 good, there's 10 bad, and there's 10 empty chests. Every time you play Dungeon Crusade, you're never going to know what the treasure chest holds. So what we're going to do is you shuffle the 30 cards, and then you're going to deal out 10, only 10, to the space here, treasure chest. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, then the rest go back in the box. And then, excuse me, the last thing we do, and I'm going to cheat again, I'm going to move the camera. We have 10 treasure chest tokens around the board. Hopefully that's not too close up. See the treasure spots? We're going to go around the board and place all of them on these slots, or spaces rather. So I'm going to break away and do that. And so when a hero lands on this, they draw from the treasure deck. So I'm going to break away and do that, and then we're going to do our last for basic setup, and that's our monster deck. So I will be right back with you. Okay, guys, welcome back. And actually, before we do the monster card setup, we had to put our crates in. Crates go inside certain chambers of the dungeon. So once a hero slays a monster inside the chamber, you could smash open a crate. And I'll give you some ideas what could be in crates. It could be empty. Crates could have gold inside of them, or a rat could jump out and bite the hero for 2 damage, plus a lot of other things. I'm going to keep those secret for right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle all these up. We're going to break away. And if you notice right here in the dungeon, see like this glowing crate here? That's where you place the crates randomly after you shuffle them. So I'm going to break away and do that, and then when I come back, we're going to set up our monster decks. Be right back. Okay, guys, we are back with our monster decks. And hopefully you can see all that. I tried to put the camera so you could see them all. Okay, so the top we have our minions, level 1, 2, and 3. Remember, those move around the dungeon, so they are represented by miniatures. The middle deck here are the champions, the evil champions of the dungeon. Champions, level 1, 2, 3, and 4, reside in the chambers, those small chambers. So they reside in the chamber of the dungeon. And lastly, the guardians. These are the huge figures, and these are the big bosses, if you will, of the dungeon. Now, I separated these, of course. You can't see the backing are all plain, and there's a reason for this, and you're going to see that in the next part of setup. But there's level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. So our monsters are all set for a game of Dungeon Crusade. Okay, I'm going to break away. We're going to wrap up this video, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, hello again. And this concludes basic setup. And I'm going to do a little panning around here to show you, what we did. Everything. Set up our hero cards. Set up our village board over there. Our monster cards. Put up the doors. And, of course, our heroes. Now, let me explain that everything that we just did in this video, you're going to do every game before you play. Nothing is going to change from what you just saw. Now, when we watch part 2 of setup, you're going to see what I call the veritables. And this is for when, you're going to pull your main quest, your side quests, the quest that you guys are going to get to be able to design. That's the awesome part about Dungeon Crusade because of the veritables, of how things are going to be for this game of Dungeon Crusade, or rather the scenario you choose. So, excuse me again, I'm getting over a cold. I hope you enjoyed this setup, and so hopefully I'll see you on the next part for the part 2 of setup. Okay guys, have a great evening, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.